They came out fast and furious and attacked us in every position. I don't think we played tough in the second half until we had to at the end. A lot of lessons to learn from a game like this. I don't think we were sharp inside. They definitely took away some of our threats. We have to be better. But, it's not the end of the world. You can learn a lot from a loss and also from a win. So we're going to build off of this. We're going to go back to the drawing board and get ready for St. A's.
And you just said that. Being in the position that you guys are in, undefeated coming into this game, is it a good thing? Can you frame this as a good thing to have a little bit of adversity and learn from a game like this and a loss like this?
Yeah, I think we were expecting shots to fall. We were expecting rebounds to go in our hands, and we didn't earn it tonight. Stonehill absolutely did. So I think moving forward, we have to be on the attack. We have to have a sense of urgency, and we have to play every single possession. We did not play every possession tonight.
Offensively, is this a game that you can kind of chalk up as, shots not falling? You go 22 of 83, only 27%, only 27% from three as well. Were you liking the shots that you were getting, or is it just one of those games where things just didn't go down for you for whatever reason?
Yeah, I think when we slow down, we're not as good, and we got slowed down tonight. So we have to push the tempo. That's when we're at our best, and it helps when we're converting our steals into layups. We did not get easy looks off of our press. And that's really when we're at our best.
This is obviously a very big week for your team, coming now off a loss here tonight. You go on the road to take on a St. A's team that's always very good. Yep. How can you use this game to kind of rebound as you go into another huge one on Saturday on the road?
Yeah, no, I hate to lose, but I think it's a good little wake-up call for us. And I know our seniors are going to take it to heart. I know our captains are, and we're going to be better moving forward.
All right, Coach, thanks for a couple minutes. Again, Adelphi loses to Stonehill 68-60, their first loss of the season here tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the men's game. And we are back here on NE10 now. The Adelphi men getting set to take on Stonehill in the second part of our doubleheader. Alongside Brian McAvoy, I'm Kevin Dexter. Thanks for making us a part of your Tuesday evening. We saw a hard-fought game in the women's game in the first part of our doubleheader. Stonehill winning that one in a tight one, and we've got another good one on our hands here in the men's game tonight. Adelphi has won 8 in a row. Stonehill 9-6 overall, 5-2 in the NE10. Should be another good one.
Yeah, I think it will be another good one. And Adelphi's playing really good ball. Stonehill, I think, also will mirror their women's team in that they're going to be tough, well coached, and ready to go.
Well, Adelphi coming off a thrilling buzzer-beating victory here at home over Southern New Hampshire on Saturday, 76-74. Ronnie Silva hitting the game-winning shot right at the end, and Silva has played so well as of late here in his sophomore season. 19 points in that win. He's had a couple of 30-point games recently and has scored 27 or more in 3 of his last 5.
Yeah, he's putting the team on his back, and they're following his lead. And it's just a matter of time when a player matures and gets ready to go, and you can just see it coming, and here it comes.
Well, this is a Stonehill team that they're taking on tonight, and you kind of summed it up earlier. They're a team that's going to be well coached, and they're going to play hard, just like we saw in the women's game. They're 9-6 overall, 5-2 in conference. Chris Kraus, the head coach, in his 7th season. And they got a couple of different guys who can beat you. It's not just a one-man team for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, no, they have a well-balanced attack. Same thing, and they come off the bench a little bit there to help out. It's not one player, it's about the whole team.
Well, this Adelphi team looking to extend their winning streak to 9 in a row. What are, in your minds, the keys for the Panthers here tonight?
I think just do what they're doing. Come up, play good offense, rebound, and push the ball, and just hit the threes when they have them, and just continue what they're doing.
All right, that's our matchup, Adelphi and Stonehill. We've got the opening tip and the starting lineups coming up next. You do me All right, we're just about set for tip-off here between Adelphi and Stonehill, a NE10 matchup between two of the top teams in the conference. The Skyhawks come in 9-6 overall. They are 5-2 in NE10 play, coming off an 80-69 victory over Lemoyne on Saturday. Their starting lineup, senior guard Brandon Twitty, wears number 3. He's at about 14 points per game on the season. Owen Chose, also at just about 14 points per game on the season, wears number 13. Michael Bowen is number 15, senior guard out of Mansfield, Massachusetts. Monty Ermlevicius, 6'8" junior, wears number 21. And then the leading scorer for the Skyhawks, number 33, Will Morton, 6'6" senior out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, about 18 points and about 9 rebounds per game for the senior. Adelphi is 13-3 overall. They're 6-1 in the NE10. They have won 8 in a row, are 8-1 here at the CRS. Chris Coleman, the junior, wears number 1. Ronnie Silva, who we talked about at the top, number 3, the sophomore point guard, joined by Spencer Foley, 6'7" junior, the sharp shooter out of Chicago, Illinois. Owen Sunchin's in the starting lineup tonight, 6'3" freshman out of Belgium. And then Tim Delaney, the big man, 6'9" grad student transfer from Villanova. This is an Adelphi team that's really hitting their stride here under Dave Duke in his 6th season. And as we've seen in Coach Duke's tenure, they're at their best when they're running up and down and playing fast, shooting a lot of three-pointers.
Yeah, just get up and down, 94 feet, jack it up, and then, you make more than you miss, and then you win the ball game. They're going to look to push the tempo, and that's what they usually do.
Adelphi's 76-74 win here on Saturday over Southern New Hampshire. Not their only thriller in recent weeks here at home. They also had a 94-91 overtime win over New Haven back on the 4th of January. Last 2 games here at the CRS have come down to the wire, and we expect another similar output here tonight with a very tough Stonehill team in the house.
Yeah, no, I really believe that we're in for a good ball game here. Tough. Both teams are tough. Both teams can push the ball, and it's going to be a good ball game, a very good ball game.
It is Adelphi in the home whites, trimmed in the brown and gold. Stonehill in the road purples. As they break out of their huddle, Chris Kraus in his 7th season at the helm of the Skyhawks. Again, they're coming off an 11-point win against Lemoyne on Saturday. Morton had 25 points, and Ermlevicius with 17, which was a career high. Ermlevicius, a transfer from Bryant. Played his first couple of seasons at the D1 level as Adelphi wins the opening tip, and we are underway. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday evening. Delaney gets an early post touch, going right to work with the left hand, and Adelphi on the board first.
Yeah, nice post move there by Delaney. Used the weak hand, but just nice move there.
Delaney, the grad transfer out of Villanova. Spent a lot of time under the tutelage of Jay Wright, and now playing for one of his proteges in Dave Duke. As a turnover here for Stonehill on their first possession.
You know that if you play for Villanova, you were well coached. So, with the post, high post, low post, just terrific job there.
And Delaney coming off a nice game, 16 points in that win over Southern New Hampshire on Saturday. Ermlevicius with a touchdown low, working on Delaney. The hook shot rattles out, and Delaney can't secure the rebound.
In the beginning here, it looks like 2 really good post plays going to go at each other.
Brandon Twitty down the left side has it knocked away by Sunchins. And now Silva the other way. Chris Coleman off for Silva. Ronnie Silva, 5 to shoot. Off for Foley. A contested three is good.
That's a tough shot. Coming down the end there, the shot clock, very tough shot.
Now, Spencer Foley shoots it about as good as anybody at this level. 53% from three on the season, which is tops in the NE10. He's made 16 of 31 from three in his last 4 games. Not the greatest athlete, but a guy who, if you leave him open, is deadly from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
And he got some size, too, as here he contests the layup attempt, but it's good for Morton coming around the screen. Morton, a guy who can do a little bit of everything. Again, 6'6", good rebounder. Can step out and shoot the three. He's 42% on the season from downtown.
We see Adelphi really pushing the ball, trying to get quick scores.
Coleman, a contested three, rattles out, and the rebound down to Michael Bowen. Open drive and an easy lay-in for Twitty.
Twitty with a nice cut there. Nobody was there to contest it.
Brandon Twitty, one of a couple guys who can really fill it up for this Stonehill team. As Delaney, another post touch, backs his way in. Tim Delaney to the left hand.
Nice left-handed shot there by Tim Delaney.
He's got a couple of early buckets. And Adelphi leads at 7-4. Morton on the drive, blocked by Coleman. Kick into the corner, the drive here from Ermlovicius. Down to 3 to shoot, step back 3 from Bowen off the mark, and Coleman secures the rebound. Delaney for 3 off the mark. And Dave Duke not happy with that shot. He is fired up on the bench.
Yeah, it was a little out of his range there.
Backdoor cut from Bowen. Delaney there to meet him at the rim, and Spencer Foley comes down with the loose ball. Coleman inside for Delaney was deflected and will stay with the Panthers.
Yeah, that was a terrific defensive stand there by Delaney.
His brother going to check in for him, Andrew Delaney, the freshman. Gives him a breather. Also a couple of subs in the game for Stonehill. They've got Josh Mackin, who wears number 5. Owen DeGraff wears number 31. And Adam Fries, who wears number 12, all in the game. Is Coleman on the drive. His floater off the heel of the rim and drops.
That's what Coleman's going to give you. He'll give you that quickness to the basket.
A 9-4 Panther lead. Twitty, pull-up jumper, rebounded by Foley. And Ronnie Silva turns on the Jets and turns it over. Morton in transition, can't finish. Coleman down with the rebound, and this is the track meet style that Adelphi likes to play. Up ahead, Foley for 3, it's short.
We see Stonehill now wanting to slow it down a little bit. They don't want to get in that track meet.
And the Skyhawks, 73 points per game on the season. Adelphi at 81.5, which, believe it or not, is only really middle of the pack in the NE10. There's a lot of teams that can really score the basketball in this conference as Fries knocks down the corner 3, and the Skyhawks back within 2. Silva for 3, book it.
In addition to shooting the ball really well, what Adelphi does really well is they pass the ball quick. There's no floaty passes. They just sharp passes and on the mark.
certainly takes a level of intensity to play the style that they do, to get up and down and really bring that pressure on the defensive end as well, as they force a miss, and Silva into the front court will slow things down here. 6 minutes in, Panthers leading at 12-7.
In addition, what it does, too, you play that style, you get to play more players, too, and players like that.
Delaney, a wide-open three, is short. Almost that, hey, you go out there and give me 5 minutes full effort, and you come and get a breather, and everybody gets a chance to do that.
Everybody gets a chance to play, and then you get to get back in. They love players like that.
Dwayne Williams will check in for the first time, and Tim Delaney back in the game. A couple more subs for Stonehill. They're going deep into their bench here early. Shamir Johnson, number 22, in the game for the first time. Owen Cho's returning, as well as Ermlevicius. He's working on Delaney here. Ermlevicius to the hook shot, won't go.
Delaney defended him a couple times in a row there underneath the basket.
Silva whips one inside for Sunchins. Now Silva, kick out. Sunchins, long two is short, but the rebound chased down by Dwayne Williams.
Great hustle there by Dwayne Williams.
An extra possession here for the Panthers. Down to 5 to shoot. Silva has to fire up a three. It is short and goes off the wire. Long possession, though, there for Adelphi. They had it on this end for almost a minute.
Yeah, long possession. They got the rebound, and you know that's the way they want to play. More shots, more scores, and that's how they play the game.
Baseline drive, kick out up top. Morton. Now Bowen on the drive. Up top, three is short from Owen Cho's. More strong defense from the Panthers.
Yeah, that was terrific defense there by Silver.
Silva, a kick out. Delaney bouncing for his brother. Here's Tim Delaney inside through some traffic, can't finish.
It's a good high-low pass there.
Kick into the corner. Fall away three is good from Chose. Coleman inside, Delaney, and could not find the cutting Andrew Delaney.
I was just going to say that, you know, one thing we've seen so far is both teams could pass the basketball, and then they just threw that one away.
Yeah.
But the sharp passing, both teams.
Morton on the drive by Coleman off the window, and we're tied at 12.
That was a nice move there by Coleman. Get right past Coleman.
Delaney backs his way in. Tim Delaney falling away. Made a couple of them early, but he's missed his last two.
That looked like could have been a travel also.
Inside, Ermlovicius. Backing down Delaney. Falling away, it's no good. And Dwayne Williams able to keep his balance as he pulls down the rebound. Midway through the opening half, 12-12. As Coleman, the backdoor cut, and he's blocked by Morton, but a foul.
That was a nice set there, the high screen backdoor cut.
First free throw good from Chris Coleman. 11 points, 6 rebounds per game on the season for the junior. (14-12). Adelphi goes in front by 2. Twitty double teamed. Kick out. Morton will drive it. Skip pass for Twitty. He'll take it baseline again. Goes back to Morton for the corner 3. Buries it.
Nice ball movement there between Twitty and Morton. Morton wound up with the shot.
15-14, Stonehill goes in front. Morton has 7 of their 15 points. Spencer Foley is short on a 3. Really has been a quiet last few minutes offensively for the Panthers.
Yeah, it has. Foley went cold. Delaney stopped scoring inside.
And they haven't been able to get Ronnie Silva back in the game. He's been resting and now sitting at the scorer's table for the last couple of minutes. But without a dead ball, they can't get him in, and right on cue, they get one.
Right, now they have, right, and that was a tough rebound there, too, by Stonehill. Owen DeGraff, the rebound there.
Silva knocks it away, and he races up court. Ronnie Silva pull-up jumper, too much on it.
Because both teams getting at it. They're going right at each other.
Twitty gets his own rebound. Second try won't go, and Spencer Foley down with it for the Panthers. Foley spinning. Back up top for Silva. Ronnie Silva gets to the rim.
That's a terrific point guard move there by Silva. He went fast, slow, back to fast.
Brandon Twitty. No help defense there from Adelphi, and Twitty gets right to the rim easily.
Yeah, Twitty read that really well. No help defense, got right past who was guarding him.
Silva misses the pull-up jumper. And Delaney will come back in here for Adelphi. Owen Cho's back in the game for Stonehill. It's been kind of the style that Adelphi wants to play, up and down, a little helter-skelter at times, yet the score doesn't really reflect it. Neither team really making a ton of shots in this first half.
Yeah, you would think, like, seeing all this motion going on back and forth, that the score would be a lot higher.
And some good defense being played even in that fast break, helter-skelter type of setting we've seen. As Sunchins picks up the loose ball. Now Coleman got a foot on it, I believe, but they do get a foul. And it's going to be on Shamir Johnson. Just the second team foul on Stonehill. Only 3 fouls have been called in the first almost 13 minutes here.
Yeah, what's nice, too, when you get a fast pace like this, that the officials let you play also. And the game even seems faster when there's no stoppages.
Silva has it knocked away. Now Johnson working on Sunchins, can't finish. Delaney hustles back to secure the rebound. Coleman for three.
We see that Coleman has versatility. He gets by his opponent for layup, and then he can step out and hit the threes.
Chose on the drive and draws a foul. Owen Chose will go to the line here to shoot two.
That was a good move, good power move by Chose there.
Owen Chose out of Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Not the only guy, athlete right now in the state of New York from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Islander defenseman Nick Leddy is from there, and also New York Giants linebacker Ryan Connolly from Eden Prairie High School.
There you go. They make them tough in Eden Prairie.
They do. When I was looking at the Stonehill roster to prepare, I saw Eden Prairie High School. I said, I know those two guys went there. A list of some good athletes to come out of Minnesota, one of the suburbs of Minneapolis. And a timeout taken here by Adelphi with the game tied at 19, 6:13 to play in the first half.
Ryan Connolly, whose cousin is
Anders Lee.
Anders Lee.
Yeah, who is from, now you gotta go me down another loophole. Went to Edina High School in Minnesota, the high school that Will Morton went to.
There you go.
So Stonehill's got some Islander connections. I don't know if they realize that. The Islanders playing just down the block at the Coliseum tonight.
But can they skate?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else would be bringing that up but us right now. But, yeah, some connections with the Minnesota high school system. Let's get a word from Moe's Southwest Grill. The Adelphi University Department of Athletics is pleased to announce its partnership with Moe's Southwest Grill, a local hotspot located on Stewart Avenue in Garden City with more than 20 fresh ingredients like all-natural adobo chicken, grass-fed steak, organic tofu, and handcrafted guac. They give you the freedom to create exactly what you're craving. Enjoy 10% off your bill by showing your Adelphi ID. Welcome to Moe's, where originality is celebrated. Ronnie Silva, an open three out of the timeout, misses it, and it's kept in play by Morton. Looks inside for Chose. Kick out, up top, three for Bowen, in and out. And the rebound comes back to Owen Chose. He fires the three and knocks it down.
Chose is tough. He just missed that one shot, the previous shot, got the rebound, just threw it right back up.
Delaney, pump fakes on the three. Now kicks out for Coleman. Chris Coleman for Spencer Foley. Down to 4 to shoot. Coleman, corner three. In and out.
We see Stonehill slow it down a little bit here.
Chose can't finish. Delaney got over there to help out Ronnie Silva. Now Silva, the slick move to the rim. He is just so slippery inside, the way he's able to get into those tight spaces and really good at finishing over bigger defenders.
Yeah, he's really good at that. He gets downhill really quick, too. He gets right by his defender.
Thrown away by Stonehill. Turnover. Gives it back to Adelphi here with 4:07 on the clock in the half. Silva, kick out. Sunchins for three. Won't go.
Silva looked like almost out of control at that point. I thought maybe he got fouled or tripped.
Morton. Up top. Bowen back to Morton. 4 to shoot. Fall away. Jumper, a whistle. Count it and one. Tough shot and a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, Stonehill's tough, and that was a tough shot.
Morton, 18 points, about 9 rebounds per game on the season. Was 20th in program history with about 1,300 career points entering the year, and he's been climbing that list as the season has gone on, the 6'6" senior.
He's a very good player. He finishes well.
Andrew Delaney on the drive. Turnaround jumper, no good. And Spencer Foley going to get called for a foul going after that offensive rebound. Ermlovicius inside, knocked away, and will be a Adelphi ball.
Good hands by Foley. No, Delaney, I apologize.
Andrew Delaney able to force the turnover. Foley for three, in and out. A couple of times this half, Adelphi has had him go halfway down and pop back out.
Yeah, and Foley at least 2 times also. And usually he's a better shooter than even that.
Something about these rims for the Panthers today. We saw it in the women's game earlier. Really just couldn't buy a bucket, and it's kind of happening to the men's team here as Stonehill gets another. Michael Bowen inside and a chance for another three-point play.
That's the second time that during the game that nobody boxed anybody out on the second shot. First shot went up, all right, they went for it, but the second one came off the rim and nobody was there to stop it. And the defender was late, and that's how the foul got created.
Chris Coleman dishes for Silva. Kick out. Delaney for three. Again halfway down and pops out.
That one looked better than the first one he took. Yeah.
First one was way off in transition from Tim Delaney. Adelphi pokes it away, but Stonehill back on it. Owen Chose to the rim. He has had a strong first half. Owen Chose now up to 10 points.
Yeah, that was a good, strong move there by Chose.
Spencer Foley for three. Adelphi can't answer. Chose loses a handle on it. He thought it was tipped. He does not get the call. Adelphi will get it back here with 57.7 on the clock in the half. And sitting at just 21 points, a team that scores over 80 per game on pace for only 42.
Well, like you said, there's some sort of lid on the rims tonight. A couple balls went in and out. but they're not shooting well at all.
Silva, elbow jumper. Again, doesn't go. Adelphi will keep it.
There's two big men hitting the floor hard there.
And Morton going to come back in the game here for Stonehill. 45.6 on the clock. Silva falling away, gets it to go. Ronnie Silva up to 9 points.
Ronnie Silva's just so quick that even if you try and play him defensively, he gets you out of your spot, and then he's able to lay it in.
Timeout taken by Chris Kraus to draw something up here with likely the final possession of the half. His Stonehill team leading it 29-23. The Green Turtle Sports Bar and Grill is your place for great food and to watch the big game. Fans, don't forget to go to the Green Turtle, located on Hempstead Turnpike in Franklin Square, for your pre- and post-game meals and enjoy 10% off your bill by showing your Adelphi ID. We'll see how long Stonehill holds this one with about a 4-second difference between shot and game clock. I'd imagine they'll try to get the final shot here if they can. Morton going to dribble it down to 10 to shoot. Now 5, turning in the lane. Morton fall away. Will Morton makes it an 8-point lead. Silva, a deep 3 at the horn, is short. And a strong first half for Stonehill. They lead at 31-23, heading to the locker room. So Adelphi struggles on the offensive end. Stonehill takes advantage. A pretty ugly first half offensively for both teams, but it is the Skyhawks who have an 8-point lead here at the break. We'll take a break, be back with first half stats for you and more after this. You're watching NE10 Now.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
AA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Start of the second half here at Adelphi. The Panthers trailing Stonehill 31-23 as we get set to begin half number 2. Kevin Dexter here along with Brian McAvoy. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday evening. Very similar to the women's game we saw earlier, Coach. Adelphi really struggled in that one, and the men's team struggling here in the first half. Just 9 of 30 from the floor, 3 of 16 from 3, 30% overall, 19% from 3.
Yeah, what you see with Adelphi, they're volume shooters. They're just going to keep shooting the basketball. It's just a matter of getting the makes. And like we said before the game, both teams, contrasts in styles. Stonehill wants to slow you down. Adelphi wants to get you go, hurry you up and make their shots. They didn't make them in the first half. Hopefully they make them this half.
Backdoor cut. And off the hand of Foley and out of bounds. Foley, Coleman, Silva, Sunchins, and Tim Delaney, the 5 for Adelphi. Chose, Ermlevicius, Twitty, Morton, and Bowen, the 5 for Stonehill. Individually, it was Morton who had 11 points, Chose 10 in that first half for Stonehill. Adelphi led by 9 from Ronnie Silva. Here's Morton on the drive, finishes over Delaney, and the Skyhawks on the board first here in the second half.
Yeah, Morton right away going to the basket, going downhill with the basketball.
Delaney, kick out, Foley, good look at a 3, and it's short. Spencer Foley just 1 of 6 from downtown.
Yeah, Foley's off tonight. Well, so far.
Chose for 3, goes in and out. And Foley pulls down the rebound, though he has it taken away by Bowen. And Morton draws a foul on Coleman.
Morton's a very intelligent player. He read that defender very well, who went to the basket and got hit.
And a travel is called on Morton. 10-point game here, just over a minute into the second half.
Those things have coaches like scratch your head, the unforced errors. Nobody's in front of you and you travel.
Spencer Foley down the left side. High arcing shot won't go. And his struggles continue tonight. Foul going to be called on Chris Coleman as he got hit up high. Reached in, and then Morton kind of got him in the chops there, but Coleman called for the foul despite getting hit in the face, and he's going to come off the floor and get that checked out.
I think it was when Morton was coming past him, he might have hit him with his elbow inadvertently.
Morton, righty floater goes. Will Morton up to 15 points. It is a 12-point Stonehill lead. Adelphi needs somebody to show some signs of life here on the offensive end, as Delaney has it taken away, and then he fouls Twitty.
That's a frustration foul right there.
Second foul on Delaney. Morton, pull-up jumper, leaves it short. And Silva will push it the other way. Ronnie Silva, pull-up long 2, swish.
Maybe they'll get Adelphi going there.
Ronnie Silva really the only one who's had it going offensively. He's the only guy in double figures with 11 points. Chose into the corner. Twitty an open 3. Too much on it. Rebound, though, tracked down by Bowen, and he throws it smartly off of Spencer Foley.
Had nowhere to go, and then Foley gave him a perfect target right there.
Spencer Foley takes a seat, and Andrew Delaney back in the game. And a blocking foul
That looked like a
called on Adelphi.
That looked like a design out of bounds play there. Just missed it.
And not a lot of fouls in that first half. Adelphi was only called for 5 as a team in the first half. They've already picked up 4, not even in the first 3 minutes of the second, as Morton connects on the first free throw.
Yeah, they're not moving their feet very well. The movement's not there. And then Stonehill's running everything off the high post, and they're not getting there in help defense either.
Morton, fall away jumper, won't go. Sunchin's down with the rebound for Adelphi. And Silva gets tripped up. First foul called on Stonehill.
Yeah, Silva was getting by, and they tripped him up. Silva's looking to make something happen out there. He's the only one that's playing decently right now. So Coleman's coming back in now.
Replacing Sunchin's. Tim Delaney inside again, can't finish. Morton, an open 3, is good. 14-point lead for Stonehill.
Morton finds the openings, and his teammates find Morton in the openings.
Silva, kick out, Dwayne Williams for 3, got it. And that is a big one for Adelphi. Dwayne Williams, we'll see if that gets him going.
Yeah, it's a big basket there by Williams. Adelphi needed that score right there.
It's been a rare off night for the Panthers offense. Is Twitty the response for Stonehill?
Twitty came off the screen really nice there. Wide open look.
And a timeout taken by Dave Duke. The Stonehill lead back at 14, 42-28. Kind of adjustments do Adelphi, does Adelphi need to make here? Do you need to make if you're Dave Duke?
Maybe press a little, come up with something, some sort of trap or something, or look to somebody else that could provide some scoring. They look very lethargic to me after the first few minutes.
The Adelphi University Department of Athletics is pleased to announce its partnership with My Three Sons Bagel Cafe, adding a new location on Nassau Boulevard to go along with their 2 existing locations on Franklin and Covert Avenues. Not only do they specialize in hand-rolled bagels and assorted breakfast items such as pancakes and French toast, but they have a wide variety of homemade cream cheese and salad spreads. My Three Sons egg sandwiches are the talk of the town, and they always have a fresh pot of coffee brewing. My Three Sons Bagel Cafe, a one-stop shop on your way to work. We'll see what Dave Duke comes up with out of this timeout to try to get his guys going. Trailing it by 14 here, 42-28. 15 and a half to play. Ronnie Silva into the paint. Fall away jumper is short. Delaney had his hand on the rebound but couldn't pull it away, and it's secured by Stonehill.
Stonehill with a really nice defensive stand there, switching on everything.
Adelphi, after their struggles in the first half, just 2 of 6 from the floor here to open the second. Inside won't go for Ermlevicius. Offensive foul on Tim Delaney.
It looked like he pushed off. I think Delaney's just trying to get something going. He tried to make a play there.
Really seems like the Adelphi offense at this moment is just kind of look around and see what Ronnie Silva can create. Nobody else has really been able to create anything or no real cutting from anybody trying to get open.
I think when you play,
as Chose lays it in,
when you play at that high pace and you go cold, well, what's the next thing? And I think that's what they're searching for right now.
Dwayne Williams, another 3, rattles out. Also, a couple of those have happened for Adelphi tonight. Haven't really been able to get the roll on any three-point shots. As Twitty along 2. Comes out to Chose for an open 3. That one is short. Andrew Delaney takes it baseline. Up top, Coleman for 3. Swish. Much needed for Chris Coleman.
Yeah, they needed that. They need that, and for Coleman, too, for his confidence, because he did go out injured, and he's back.
Yeah, took a hit up high early on in the half, now back in the ball game. Coleman, the second Panther into double figures. He has 10 points. Ermlevicius backing his way in, can't finish over Delaney. Delaney powers his way inside and can't finish. Timeout taken by Stonehill. They lead it by 13.
I think what we're seeing with Delaney, too, he's getting a little frustrated there. He's trying to make a play, maybe a foul, maybe not, but he's just trying to make something happen.
The Adelphi University Department of Athletics is pleased to announce the launch of its new online store, www.adelphipanthersgear.com. Through a partnership with Advanced Online and Follett, Adelphi Panthers Gear features a wide range of clothing and merchandise featuring all of Adelphi's new branding marks. Parents, alumni, and students can all enjoy these items through a secure online ordering system and have the items shipped directly to their door within 5 business days. Check out Adelphi Panthers Gear today. Once again, that is www.adelphipanthersgear.com. Panthers as a team in the game shooting just 31%. That's 12 of 39 and 5 of 20 from 3. And Stonehill hasn't exactly lit it up. They're at only 40% for the game themselves, but it's been Adelphi not being able to make shots.
Yeah, they're not making any shots at all, and whether in close or out deep. And then the lady did try to go to Delaney to try and get something started there, and he turned it over.
Chose out for Morton. They dump it inside, knocked away by Andrew Delaney. Morton, kick out, Twitty for 3. It's good. Brandon Twitty from downtown makes it a 16-point game.
Twitty's tough. He slashes well to the basket, and then he steps out and hits those threes.
Ronnie Silva, a straightaway 3 is short and ends up out of bounds. just been that kind of night for Adelphi.
Yeah, also it's one shot and out. There's no offensive rebound to go with it.
Twitty lobs one over the top for Ermlevicius and an easy finish. It has been all Stonehill here in the second half.
Ermlevicius has been trying that move all night long, and now he finally got it.
Chris Coleman has it deflected, another turnover. 18-8, the Skyhawks have outscored the Panthers here in the second. Morton for three, swish. Timeout, Dave Duke. (52-31), a 21-point lead for Stonehill.
I don't think Adelphi expected this. Have this team come in here and just outplay you. It looks like Adelphi's not even playing hard, no less effectively. And I don't think they expected that.
Their 8-game winning streak in major danger now, down by 21. Are a bit shorthanded tonight. Jared Rivers and Austin Beach both not playing. Two big pieces of this team.
Sure.
Which certainly plays a factor, but
and then
you don't expect an effort like this.
Yeah, and then if that's the case, all right, then who's stepping up?
Yeah.
And nobody has.
I think it's a mixture at this point of being a little lethargic and also just not knocking down shots as Spencer Foley gets himself open for another three, and again he misses.
Yeah.
Foley will try again. That one goes. That's the thing about Spencer Foley. He's going to keep shooting no matter what.
Right, that's what shooters do. And the thing is, maybe this will get him going.
Coleman able to knock it away from Ermlevicius. Ermlevicius inside on Coleman. And again gets it to go off the window, and a technical foul called on Chris Coleman.
I think that's frustration. Coleman's having a tough time here with Ermlevicius.
Monty Ermlevicius, the junior out of Lithuania, has done a nice job in the low block. And Coleman hasn't been able to handle him down there and just letting the frustration get to him.
Yeah, and it's either his left hand or his right hand he could do it with.
Twitty makes 1 out of 2 on the technical. It's a 20-point game, 54-34. And just like we said during the women's game, it is not often you see the Adelphi men get held down like this offensively. They're a team that scores quite a bit from the offensive end, and they make plays like that, knocking down triples, as Foley finally knocks down another here. Long 2 for Spencer Foley. And Adelphi has only been held under 70 points twice this season. And is Morton able to knock down another? Extends the lead back to 21. Foley leaves it short. Those 2 games, a 67-53 win at Pace back on December 10th. Well, check that. I did my math wrong. It's only once as I'm looking at the schedule. So only once this season have they been held under 70 points. And right now they've only got 37 with 9.5 left.
Yeah, they're all cold together. Something's not jiving here. You can just see they're out of sync. And I think the way they play, up and down, if that's not going, you have to run your half-court, some sort of half-court offense.
Coleman gets free inside. That is a well-designed play in the half court.
Yeah, that was a nice play there.
Chris Coleman up to 12 points. Owen Cho's working his way inside and loses it out of bounds.
Maybe that's the turnover to get him started.
Coleman again gets loose inside.
Yeah, that's the high screen up top, the UCLA cut. Nobody was there to help.
Morton inside draws a foul on Coleman. That will be his fifth. And Chris Coleman, who has come alive offensively, is done for the day as Morton will go to the line for a three-point play.
Chris Coleman had a tough night tonight on the defensive end, and along with his technical foul.
So Coleman is done with 8:34 to play, and already shorthanded Adelphi, getting even more shorthanded, losing one of their most important players.
Yeah, offensively he's very important. Case those two nice moves right back to back, the last two possessions.
Sunchins back to Foley for another three. Rattles out. Twitty up top. Three is good for Owen DeGraff.
Yeah, anybody that's shooting the ball is hitting shots now.
Stonehill really sharing the basketball well. Morton has been the star, but a lot of different guys have stepped up. Silva, a deep three, no good. And really the story for me has been Adelphi just not being able to manufacture anything on the offensive end.
Nothing.
Haven't been able to get out in transition like they always do. Nothing in the half court. And defensively, they've done a halfway decent job, but still trail it by 23.
And nothing's falling for them.
Delaney, kick out. Sunchin's corner three, in and out.
Now if you Stonehill, you want to run your offense through.
Morton down to three to shoot. Takes it down the right side and finishes off the window. Will Morton, 30 points for Stonehill.
Great play there. Yeah, they ran the clock all the way down, and then you get the ball into your best player's hands.
Ronnie Silva takes a hard tumble and is limping a bit as he gets up. Foul was on Owen Chose.
One thing with that I noticed with Will Morton, he has great court presence. He knows where he is at all times, whether inside or outside.
He scored in a lot of different ways. Made some threes, gotten to the rim, gotten to the free throw line. very versatile player.
Yeah, and a couple of times he even posted up, too.
Morton, another three is good. 33 for the senior. "30-second timeout, and it is a rout here in Garden City."
You know, if you coach Duke, you just chalk it up. This is a bad one. Let's forget it. But it's not easy. You know, when a team comes in here and just takes you out in your own building.
Adelphi Deli is an official sponsor of Adelphi Athletics, conveniently located on Nassau Boulevard, just minutes from campus. Adelphi Deli prides itself on customer satisfaction and a family atmosphere, all while serving the freshest cold cuts in town. Be sure to stop in and check out their daily specials or to enjoy some of your favorite menu items. Adelphi Deli, Garden City's neighborhood delicatessen. 69-41. Silva finds Sunchin's on the backdoor cut, and plays like that have just been too hard to come by for Adelphi.
That was it. It was just pass and cut.
Brandon Twitty works his way inside and finishes over Sunchin's.
Twitty does some really nice things, too, whether he hit a couple three-pointers earlier and he gets to the basket.
Silva, fall-away jumper in and out. Morton, another three, in and out. Andrew Delaney gets one to drop. 71-46. I wonder at what point do either of these coaches get some of these bench guys in this game, try to get them a little run.
You would think it's coming, right?
And Andrew Delaney draws an offensive foul. I think coaches in these situations, you always like to, especially when you're in the middle of conference play, you get a look at some guys, reward the guys who are playing hard in practice, but also a look and see if there's anybody who can maybe help you in the rotation as you wind down the season.
No, that's exactly what you do it for. Yeah, you know, and both coaches, you know, have that. The gentleman's agreement is what we do.
As Owen Sunchin's knocks down the three. Adelphi not throwing in the towel just yet. They are down by 22 here with 4 minutes to play. And Stonehill wisely just running the clock here. Some good motion on offense, passing things around, and taking almost the full 30 seconds off the clock on every possession. And when you got a guy like Morton, easy to finish up to 35 points.
Yeah, that was a great move there. He came across the lane opposite of his his left hand. His right hand was right there. Boom.
Ronnie Silva knocks down the triple. Silva has had another nice offensive game. Got 14 for Adelphi. That is actually his first bucket here of the second half. As a timeout taken by Stonehill here in a 21-point game. Avo Taco is a fresh, new spot to enjoy a variety of freshly prepared house-made signature items. You can taste their one-of-a-kind ingredients from their green chili queso, carnitas-topped guacamole, and vast taco menu to their famous specialty cocktails including On the Rocks or frozen rum punch, prickly pear margaritas, sangria, or passion fruit. pina coladas, all handcrafted with only the best and most fresh ingredients. The Avo Taco concept recreates a unique getaway dining experience from the constant busy lifestyle, and their environment resembles one of a colorful, quick-service beachside eatery where all are welcome and fed well. Avo Taco, tropical cocktails, artisanal tacos, and guacamole beyond compare. Got me in the mood for a little Mexican food here with 3:31 to play in this one. Get a look at the latest stat sheet we just got handed here. Offensively, just 37% from the floor for Adelphi, only 32% from three. They're getting out-rebounded 39-25. I mean, pretty much everything that jumps off the stat sheet kind of adds up to the game that we're seeing.
Yeah, out-rebounded, your shooting is off. We saw some unforced errors. Just everything that makes for a bad game.
The box score for Morton is impressive. Those 35 points on 14 of 19 shooting. He's made 5 of 7 threes. As here he drives inside, kicks out to Chose for three, goes in and out. But a remarkably efficient game from the senior. As Silva is fouled by Chose.
If you're Stonehill, you just want the 3 minutes to run out. Just run some offense, and then that'll be it.
Silva knocks down the first. And makes them both. Now up to 16 points. Morton lost the handle on it, and Sunchins is up with it. Oh, and Sunchins skip pass read well by Josh Mack.
Yeah, just ill-advised pass there.
Morton. Pump fakes on a three. Whips one inside. Now comes to Mack for a long two. In and out. Dwayne Williams secures the rebound, and he's fouled. Now Stonehill getting some of those key guys a well-deserved rest. Morton will check out with those 35 points. What a well-played game by him.
Terrific game. And like we said earlier, too, just inside, outside, knows the court. He knew where he was every single time.
Silva for three, and he's fouled. Ronnie Silva will shoot 3 free throws. Well, what can Adelphi learn from a game like this? You've won 8 in a row. Not like they've played poorly. This is kind of just a blip on the radar?
Yeah, I think so. And the other thing, too, is, let's get back into practice and work on the things that got us where we were when we 8 in a row. So whether it's run your motion offense or your man offense or whatever it takes, and just get it back, I think they'll be okay. Like we said earlier, too, with the women, you chalk it up, it's over, turn the page. Let's go from there.
Theophanis Stamoulis seeing his 8th action of the season. Sophomore guard checking in as both teams getting some of those bench guys in. And Zachary Feingold going to check in for the 7th time this season, freshman out of Comac. Mack the corner three. Offensive rebound for Stonehill. And they can take 20 more seconds off the clock here. Rebounding has been another issue for Adelphi tonight.
Just
traveling violation called.
I think other than positioning for rebound, I think you have to want the desire to go get the ball. Far too many times they didn't put up a fight for the ball.
We now tick under a minute. Skip pass. And the drive by Johnny Strateski. And he will go to the line for two. And Johnny Strateski has yet to score this season, so a nice chance for him here.
That's why the bench was loud, right? They want John to score.
And he does. Delaney pull-up jumper. Rebound secured. Shot clock is off. And Stonehill can just dribble this one out. So Adelphi's 8-game winning streak comes to an end. They drop to 13-4 overall, 6-2 in the NE10, and Stonehill goes to 10-6 overall, 6-2 as well in the conference, with a pretty convincing performance here tonight. The final score: Skyhawks 74, Panthers 57. Adelphi next in action on the road at St. A's on Saturday, who is 5-2 in conference play coming into tonight. So another tough one on the road. We'll be back with head coach Dave Duke after this. Don't go anywhere here on NE10 Now. Yeah, I'll see him. You want to drop that off to him? Hey, Coach. How's it going? Yeah.
Yeah, I took a peek. I'm good.
Adelphi's 8-game winning streak coming to an end tonight. They fall to Stonehill 74-57. Kevin Dexter now joined by head coach Dave Duke. Coach, is this a game where you can kind of just chalk it up to the guys not making shots? You obviously shoot a low percentage. First time, I believe, you've been held under 60 all season.
Yeah, we didn't shoot the ball well, but I also thought we missed some defensive assignments. They played terrific, but we didn't execute our defensive game plan as well as we needed to.
When you're in a long season like this, obviously you had won 8 in a row before this, playing really well to start the season. What can you take from a loss like this to use as a teaching point with the guys?
Well, we really have to just stay within ourselves. I thought we took some shots that was a little bit like it's all well-intentioned when guys try to go and make a play when you're down. But you got to stay within your offense. And when you don't stay within your offense, those shots, it kind of becomes a little bit of hero ball. You're trying to be the guy to get us going, but that's not how you get yourself going. And you can't press. We shoot the ball well, and if there's a night where we're not making shots, you can't force them up. Stay within yourself. Stay within yourself, and then the good ones will come.
Defensively, Will Morton obviously had a great game for them, Stonehill. What can you take from maybe some of the missed assignments that you had against a guy like that you could take going forward?
He's terrific. I think we need to do a better job. We didn't load to the ball as well as we needed to, and there were too many straight line drives for him from the rim. I know he made a lot of, made some threes and all that, but too many straight line drives to the rim. We have to be there. We have to be loaded. We have to be loaded to the ball. And we have to be in our gaps.
Well, this is a big week. You go on the road, a tough game at St. A's on Saturday. Really right kind of at the midpoint now of conference season. I kind of asked you this before, but how can you take a loss like this and go forward and going into a tough game on the road on Saturday?
It's one game. You can't get too high, can't get too low. We're going to watch film. We're going to see the mistakes that we made, and we're going to correct them, and then we'll be ready for a very good St. A's team on Saturday.
All right, Coach, thanks for a couple minutes.
Thank you very much.
Adelphi falls to Stonehill 74-57 here tonight. Thanks so much for watching. For Brian McAvoy, for Coach Dave Duke, I'm Kevin Dexter. Adelphi falls 74-57.